I thought the key to gacha games as of recently is to make them really generous in order to keep your player base and possibly get them to spend a few dollars for the hell of it. Though recently whales may make the money, getting the money from the less financially gifted is certainly not bad, especially if the more you keep your players and the higher your player count, the more money you would make while the whales spin as well. And so here we have Nikke, Goddess of Victory, whose selfishness and backwards design overshadows what is honestly a pretty decent game. I guess all the negatives were supposed to be hidden by a copious amount of delicious cake wobbling around and distracting us from the anti-consumer practices like paid gems being different than the free ones, and then immediately having a banner on launch which can only be used with paid gems. Oh, but don't pick on that cheap option in the shop because everything after that plus mark is considered free gems. Yep, so this game thinks it's already worth 20 bones even though you've barely unlocked all the game features, and the game can't even keep most people in the game without logging out or crashing. Totally worth it. Alright, so what does Nikke actually feature outside of the aforementioned cake? Nikke is a third-person shooter-esque gacha game where you are the commander, original idea, and you control your Nikkes, which are essentially androids, to fight for and protect you. You tap to make them poke out of their cover, and they automatically shoot when you get theoretical close to an enemy. Other weapon types Nikkes have may not shoot automatically like a sniper rifle or a rocket launcher. Instead, those weapons have a charge when they poke out of cover, and the shots gets more powerful as it charges. Letting go makes them shoot and go back into cover. Honestly, the gameplay is fine and it's pretty fun, however I do find it frustrating that the AI controlled Nikkes, the one you're not controlling, seem to be able to shoot off screen where you can't, and whenever a target unit comes on, the camera is yanked to the target and you're forced to shoot at that unit for about 2 seconds. It's really annoying. Also, at the time of writing this, there's an event going on. You get limited runs into it by using a currency limited to the event and using it to actually go into the event stages. That's fine. Other games have done that. You can get a different event currency in those stages. This different currency allows you to utilize the event shop. Normal, right? Except that this currency is a random drop like it's some kind of actual progression currency, like it's a level up material or equipment. You can increase the drop rate by using certain characters, but one of the characters is an SSR with a banner that just released, meaning not only do you need to get lucky and pull the character or pay to get the pity currency, you'd also be forced to use level up materials for the characters needed in order to maximize your chances due to the insane power needed to complete all the stages for a game that just came out. There's even reports of whales struggling to complete this hard mode of this event. The characters are all fairly appealing as well. And I'm not just talking about the cake when they're shooting. The front side of their faces and the outfits for the characters are pretty nice, and I don't think there's a single design I don't like. Even some of the more modest designs are pretty good. Though, don't be too modest or else you'll be low tier. Rep Diesel. Hey, here's something cool. You know how in normal RPGs critical hits are like 2 or 3 times the normal damage you usually do? Well, in this game, crit is additive instead, so instead of going for crit buffs like in normal games, you want to go for attack buffs, since attack buffs are multiplicative instead. This was done on purpose, and I can only wonder why. This makes crits almost worthless. Aside from the weird gameplay quirks and the cake, the story is pretty compelling with some good beats and satisfying payout in between each chapter, and the music isn't that half bad either. Each track you hear is pretty fitting for each story section or outside of story section you hear it in, whether it be in battle or just hanging out in the lobby. So, we got a good game bogged down by some predatory schemes to make you spend money and some ass backwards game design. It's okay if you like the good art, good story, and decent gameplay, but for me personally, I'll still only give it a 6 out of 10, not even passing an American grade school. Still, I'll probably play it for a while before the systems really annoy me. That's you, combat simulation. So, here's some cool stuff that I found out after the script was finished. After turning off the screen shake function, you will get more damage out, and your damage is similarly tied to FPS as well. So I hope you can consistently run the game at 60 FPS, because you're going to need that damage. If you make the game run at a low FPS while at the interception boss, which in this case is the train, I'm not too sure if that'll change in the future, the boss will freeze. And lastly, even if you upgrade your Nikke's birth effect, it will still operate as if it was level 1. Ain't that great? Hey guys, thank you for watching sort of a gacha review. I really appreciate looking at it. You guys looking at this. Obviously this part's not scripted, but I just want to say thank you. I want to give a shout out to Kuro in the Thirst Alliance Discord. He provided me with some of the information for this game, or some of the more weird quirks about this game. And shout out to Pinoytuku, who reminded me that this game existed before at least I was about to skip over it, to be completely honest. But here we are, and here's this video. Thanks for watching.